today for the first ever National Vintage Awards. Vintage Life magazine and the Vintage Salon and the Vintage Directory, they have something in common, don't they? And they've decided that they're going to put their stick in the sand, so to speak, and say, here is where it starts in the UK. This is the National Vintage Awards. This is Kieran Spooner for the Vintage News.
Our first award is for the Best Vintage Style Performer. This award has been judged by Miss Kate Malloy from the Vintage Directory, and the winner is Bexy Owen. Second award is for Best Online Shop, Fashion and Accessories. This award has been judged by Naomi Thompson, who is a vintage fashion expert and author of Style Me Vintage. And the winner is Lovelyd's Vintage Emporium. Award number 3 is for the Best Online Shop Homeware. This award's been judged by Diablo Rose, internationally published pin-up model and creator-director for Lindsay LeClue Events. And the winner is Your Vintage Life. Fashion shop, Region 1, wherever Region 1 may be. Okay, drum roll please. It is Miss Dixie Bear. It's for Best Regional Fashion Shop, guess where? Region 2. Everybody put your fingers in your ears because it's Urban Village.
I'd like to thank God. Thank you, we love honestly.
Our next award, this has thrown me. It's Best Regional Fashion Shop. Guess where? And it's Oh So Vintage. Vintage Fair. And the winner is the Vintage Fair.
Thank you very much. Sadly, Ruby couldn't be here today, so I'm very happily taking that place. So thank you very much, everybody.
The next award is the Best Vintage Reproduction Fashion Brand. It's Hagen!
I would like to say a really big thank you to my husband, to our I'm sure he's not the only person has to put up with an awful lot, and perhaps an awful lot of not earning much money for a while. So he's been absolutely fantastic, and he's wonderful. And another person I do have to thank is Helen, my helper, who's just incredible. And if you have dealt with my business, then you've dealt with her. But also, the other thing to say is not just me, but I'm sure every other business here has got many friends and helpers who are prepared to stand in, do a wee bit of contract work, fill out on the stall, do a bit of something. And I'm sure all the businesses here wouldn't be here without those people. And I'd like to thank my list of people in my head that I won't say the names, so I'm down to pick someone.
Okay, we're on to the next award. It's the Best Vintage Wedding Dress or Accessories Supplier. And the winner is Abigail's Vintage Bridal. Wedding fair. And the winner is, good drum roll please, Discover Vintage Wedding.
I've been here for 3 years and I love it. I love all the brides and all the exhibitors. I'd like to say this is my heart, it's so lovely. And I wish to continue wearing it because it's so lovely. Lovely thing to do.
This award is Best Vintage Wedding Event Service or Supplier. This category has been judged by Lindsay LeCue, owner of the Vintage Salon. The winner is Weddings Vintage. Final award of this evening, and the award is for Vintage Live Pin-Up of 2013, and the winner is Cristello Chocolat.
I'm here with Kate, who is the founder of the Vintage Directory. How's the evening gone so far?
Fantastically, I think. I think it's been a big success. Everybody seems to be having fun. And Lola was absolutely fantastic.
So what inspired you to create the National Vintage Awards?
Well, I run the Vintage Directory, so I get involved with a lot of vintage businesses, and it occurred to me one day that there was nothing which really celebrated the businesses as a whole. There's other awards which are more regional, but there seemed to be sort of an opening for something to actually get some recognition for the businesses, because most of them are small, independent, and you know, there needed to be something out there to say thank you and well done to them.
How did everyone get chosen, and how did they get?
Well, the initial process was people nominated their own business, and then from that point everybody that nominated themselves went up for the public vote, and then those with the highest number of votes went through to the finals, and then those were passed out to the guest judges and the judges within the MVA team.
So we were talking earlier about how great the feel is, and saying it's like a very classy house party. What do you think has made this event so different?
I think it's different to most of the vintage events that are out there, because it's at night time for a start. There's the ceremony. A lot of people know each other. It's an excuse to get dressed up, be as glam as you can be, and just have a laugh and
how can people find out more or get a copy of the Vintage Directory?
If they go to the website, which is thevintagedirectory.co.uk, you can order single copies there, or you can also subscribe. At the moment there's 4 issues every year, and you get events, different businesses, performers. There's the Vintage Wedding Directory in the back, and there's also the website, and there's even more listings on there, and they change every week.
How does it feel to have won Best Repro Brand?
I am completely surprised and delighted. It was a bit of an adrenaline shock, and I was shaking after I came and sat down again, so wonderful. It was really lovely.
And it was a really lovely acceptance speech.
On the way here I kind of went, oh, hang on a minute. This might pan out a certain way and I may have to say something.
So what have you got planned for Heyday for coming up this year?
Well, I'm actually wearing, this will be next spring, we'll bring out this
Very
one,
nice.
1950s number, square neckline with a bit of a sash sag there. 3/4 sleeves, shows the waist off, and I've got new trousers coming as well, and I'm planning autumn winter at the moment, so I'm a bit late behind that.
So are you going to any festivals?
Swimwood again. I was hoping to go to the Americana, but I can't quite squeeze it in. But there is a lovely fashion show there this year, and I've been asked to be part of that, so we've got Heyday there. And the War and Peace show, and then Twinwood, and then back to Hemsby. Yeah, so...
Oh, very busy summer.
Yeah, pretty busy summer.
We are sponsors for this evening, so we can't take any credit for all the hard work. That was all done by Kate from the Vintage Directory, but we've supported her, and I'm just so pleased that she put this event together. It just needed to happen. I think so many people out in the industry that need to be recognised, and it's such a huge industry now, and I think it's great to have an award ceremony to celebrate that.
Yes, I mean, we're back here next year, and now we've got a year to lobby them for lots of ludicrous other categories.
Yes, definitely. What are you thinking of? Anything particular?
Well, we did know, because we know James and Bridget, who are Jazz Jive Swing.
Yeah.
They're here this evening. We were saying, what was the dance teacher?
Absolutely. There's so much. It's such a huge industry. Yeah,
well,
so
then
much
hats
breadth.
and shoes and
Exactly.
mechanics.
Yes.
Vintage mechanics.
True. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because they're gold dust when you find them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what's been the best part of this evening? Other than, let's forget the stress for a minute.
Yeah, forget all of that. I have to say, Lola on stage was absolutely amazing. Lola Lamore, she did a beautiful job. We're big fans anyway. Yeah. We've worked together so long. So she just made the award ceremony. I think that's just lovely. And I think just seeing everybody here dressed up, it's just so amazing. And gents like yourself, it's so refreshing to see men embracing vintage as well.
I was reading somewhere that you've launched a cosmetics line.
We launched last November.
Yeah.
So been working on it for a few years. We just basically started it because we did so many makeovers and everything, and we just wanted products that we were really proud of and we could use to get that perfect vintage look. So the perfect eyeliner flick, the perfect red, beautiful lip, and then some nice alternatives with our peachy keen lip colour as well for girls who just want to dip into it as well. So just recreating that lovely quintessential look really.
So whereabouts are you going to be appearing later in the summer?
So Twinwood Festival, which is fabulous, down in Bedfordshire. So we've got the vintage salon there, and doing the hair and makeup all 3 days for all the ladies who are attending the event. And we're at vintage fairs all over the country. And then we do a huge amount of private events. So we have about 30 salon staff who work all over the country, nationwide. 10 parties down from Brighton up to, right up in Hull and Newcastle, and we do them in Wales and weddings in Devon and all sorts. So yeah, all over the country.
Okay, so if you could make one improvement for next year's National Vintage Awards, what do you think you'd add?
Oh my God, more categories. Definitely take your suggestion. More categories, and just
word more. Get everyone involved.
Yeah.
Absolutely everyone.
Well, we've had a fantastic time here at the very first National Vintage Awards. We weren't quite sure what to expect, as it is the first one, but I think it's been a complete success. Congratulations to all those that won, commiserations to those that didn't, but there is always next year. This is Sage Doherty for the Vintage News.